All right. So, continuing on with multiplying fractions, only this time we're going to step it up a little bit and go to mixed numbers. Before we do that, we're going to do the kickoff here. We're going to multiply these three fractions. Remember, you can go through and reduce if you have a common numerator with the denominator here. So here we could go to 1, and that to 1 because we can both divide it by 5. Nothing else goes. So if we times them across, 1 times 3 times 1 is 3. 8 times 1 times 2 is 16. And that's as far as we can take it. So what this does is we're simplifying before we multiply versus simplifying after we multiply. Either way works. Now, when we get into mixed numbers, the first thing you have to do is you have to make them an improper fraction. So that's where we take the denominator, take it times the whole number. What we get then we'll add to the numerator, and that's our new numerator. The denominator stays the same as it was. So if we're looking at this one here, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7, so this would be 7/3. Times 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 would be 21 over 5. So the denominators stay the same. We just change our numerators. Now from here we'd multiply, but before I'm going to cancel, so this can become a 1, this can become a 7. So 7 and 7 is 49. 1 times 5 is 5. Now, we don't leave it as an improper fraction. We're going to make it a mixed number back again. So 5 will go into 49 9 times. And we have 4 left over. So 9 4/5. Now, 5 3/10 times 4 7/10. Don't let the common denominators throw you off. That's only adding and subtracting. We have to have a common denominator. So again, improper fractions. 10 times 5 is 50, plus 3 would be 53 over 10, times 10 times 4 is 40, plus 7 would be 47 over 10. Here, nothing that we can reduce, so we're going to multiply them across. Now, some of these are going to get to be some bigger numbers. So like this one here, I don't know 53 times 47 off the top of my head, so I'm going to use a calculator. Now, I'm going to write this out, 2491. 10 times 10 would be 100. Now, how many hundreds go into this? Well, 24 of them. And we'd have 91 over 100 left over. All right. So, make them improper fractions first. See if you can reduce them. If you can, great. If you can't, no big deal. Multiply them out. Again, we're still doing the railroad tracks. So the tops times each other to get the top, the bottoms times each other to get the bottom, and then we're reducing from there, making it back into a mixed number. Okay. So, next one here. 2 times 7, 14, plus 1 would be 15 over 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 7 is 23. And that's over 8. Again, nothing that we can reduce. So 2 times 8, I know is 16 on the bottom. Top 15 times 23 would be 345. Now, I don't know off the top of my head how many 16s that is. So again, I'm going to use my calculator. 345 divided by 16 would be 21 of them. So 16 times 21 is 336. So 345 minus 336 leaves us with 9 over 16 for our mixed number. Okay. So same thing when it comes to if we have multiple mixed numbers times each other, we're still making them improper fractions. Still going to times all the tops, then times all the bottoms. So 8 times 1 would be 8, plus 1 would be 9/8. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14/3. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 would be 9/2. So we can start reducing here. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, 9 divided by 3 is 3. 8 we could divide by 2 and get 4, just like the 7 could divide by 2 and get 7. And that's going to be as far as we could go with this. So if we times them across, 4 times 1 times 2 is going to be 8 on the bottom. Tops 3 times 7 is 21. 21 times 9 should be 189. Yep. So how many 8s go into there? Well, I get 23 of them will go into there. So then what I do is I take 23 times 8. So that whole number that I got times my denominator, that'll tell me how many to subtract from the top. So I get 184. So 189 minus 184 is left with 5, and that goes over our denominator. Okay. So, multiplying mixed numbers. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, pan me, send me a Google Classroom message, or you can email me. But otherwise, until next time, we'll talk to you later, guys.